We have a collection of Forest Service padlocks that start with this one. The old tree lock from the 1930s. Here's one somebody shot full of holes. I was selling my book at the regional office in Portland one day during an open house. I had a table set up with my books for sale, and I had that little fire finder on the table, and a gentleman walked up to my table and he said, "Where'd you get that fire finder?" And when I explained it to him, it was to his satisfaction apparently, and he said, "What else you got?" And I said, "Oh, I had a few other things. I got a few things I probably shouldn't have, a couple signs and stuff like that." He said, "Well, I'm about to retire, and I would like to see some of this stuff saved that we have to destroy. But we can't give it to you, can't give it to me, can't give it to anybody. It has to go to a museum if it's a museum piece, and it has to be through proper channels." So he said, "You go through those proper channels, get your board of directors, and go to the state and get a nonprofit corporation lined up, and I'll give you my Forest Service key when I retire next year." Yeah, sure. A regional forester he was going to give me his Forest Service key, and I just blew it off. I got a letter from him. He had bought my book and commented on my book, and in the letter he says, "I haven't forgotten about that Forest Service padlock I'm going to give you if you give me the paperwork." And so I sent him paperwork, and darn if that regional forester did not send me his Forest Service key. It's broke off inside that padlock on the end. He was a man of his word. Well, you know, that was what pretty much started this collection. And it was 1984. Well, from there, this thing expanded by being allowed to go into boneyards, shelves that are being cleaned out, closets that were being cleaned out to make room for computer equipment. Forest Service China went out the door because of it. These Forest Service locks that have the tree on them, these are really need to be collected, brought in, and put behind glass on display in the ranger station, because they're scarce today.